right, boys and girls, we've been working with this letter this week, the letter V. Okay, remember we have our capital V and our lowercase v. The letter V makes the V sound, like in violin and vest and Valentine and vulture. All those things begin with the letter V. V is for violin, V, V, V. V is for violin, V, V, V. And today we're going to be doing some things with pictures of a violin. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to do this paper here. It says V is for violin. Okay? And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our black crayon and we're going to trace the violin. Now this is a little tricky because it's got some skinny little spaces up here. So with a pointy crayon, okay, try to take a pointy one for this, we're going to trace right on the lines. Now remember, when you're trying to trace something, you want to look at your paper and go very slowly and carefully so you can trace right on the lines. Okay, so let's try this together. Okay, let's try this together. We'll start at the top. Go very slowly, very carefully, right on those lines. See what I'm doing? Very slowly and carefully. Okay. Take your time. Look at your paper. This is a little tricky because it's got some little curves on it. Okay, so very slowly and carefully, right on the dotted line, follow around. Okay, so there we traced our violin. Now we said the violin begins with the letter V. So down the bottom, we're going to trace our letter V. And we're going to start at the top on the left. And again, look at your paper, trace the dotted lines. Down, up. Okay, you want them to be slanted. Let's do the lowercase one. Starts in the middle, slant down and up. Okay, let's go to the next one. Slant down and up. Down and up. Okay, let's go to the next one here. Start at the top, slant down and up. And the lowercase starts in the middle. Slant down and up. And we have one more set. Slant down and up, slant down and up. And remember, you can make the letter V with these two fingers. Okay, that's the letter V. So then you can go back and you can color this in however you want to do it. Now the other thing we're going to be doing today, again, you know, we're using the violin. I'm just going to put this up here for a second because we're going to be using that one as we do our next page. Okay, so this is a coloring page, and again, it says V, violin, and what we're going to do with this is we're going to take our violet crayon. Okay, remember violet's the name for purple. We're going to take our violet crayon, we're going to color in the letter V, our uppercase or capital V. We're going to color that in here. And we're going to do our lowercase v the same way. I'm going to color that in. And now what we're going to do is we're going to look at this paper, look at this picture, so that we can color our paper like this picture of a real violin here. Okay, now remember, now this one doesn't show the bow, but this is the bow, that's the string here, or the stick that you would go back and forth with to play the violin. You would play it across these strings. So the first thing we're going to do, what color is the body part of the violin? It's brown. So find your brown crayon. Okay, take your brown crayon, and we're going to do the body of the violin. This part is the body. So we're going to color all in here, and we're going to make this part all brown. Color all in there brown. And again, look at your paper so you can do a really nice job. So this is all the body of the violin. actually right in the center here. We're going to do in here also because the strings are going over part of the body there. So we'll color that part brown, just like that little space in there also. We'll color all in here brown. It's a little awkward when I'm doing this up in the air like this. Of course, it's much easier for you because you're doing it flat on a table. All right, so we're going to do that, and then right at the very, very top up here, okay, this part up here is part of the handle. We're going to do that little part brown also. All right, now the rest of it, what we're going to do is we're going to take our black crayon. We're going to make these two little knobs here, make those black, and those are the little tuning knobs that they can adjust the strings on the violin. And then we'll go back and we're going to color, this part is called the neck. Okay, and as you can see here, the neck of the violin is black, so very lightly with your black crayon. You don't want to go too dark because you want to still be able to see the strings. This is called a stringed instrument, so violin and guitars are all called stringed instruments. Then across the bottom here, and then this little triangle down on the bottom. All right, so we have our violin. Okay, so we have V for violin, and we colored in our violin. Okay.